All right, we're getting ready to wrap up the Racing on Track for All Killer No Filler Friday, and it is Super Buggy on the line. We got 24 Super Buggies getting ready to take the green flag in just a couple of minutes. Looking down this list of drivers, we got 24 of the best Super Buggy drivers on the planet. You got the number 22 of Herman Barnum there in the pole position. David Vanden Elsen and Chris Vanden Elsen in second and third. Ryan Schwalbe, Trey Gibbs, Mike Kirkham, JD Curran, Scott Schwalbe, Mark Steinhardt, Michael Hester, and then the points leader, Michael Meister in the 11th spot. Adam Grunder, we got Tom Schwartzberg, Chris Coughlin, Elliott Watson, Todd Flannery, Matthew Brister, Denny Lee, Brady Whitlock, Raymond Bowers, Kevin McCullough, Trevor Briska, Brock Dickerson, and Mark Zimmerman rounding out your 24-car Super Buggy field. It's about ready to get rowdy here at Crandon. This is the last race of the day, and one of the biggest Super Buggy fields we have seen in a long, long time. They're getting ready to take the green flag here at the Big House to cap off All Killer No Filler Friday. Let's hope this last one is the most exciting one of the day. That pace truck, we're going to be looking for them to turn off, and we're going to have this 2x2 start. And it is going to be go time here for Super Buggy. All right, pace truck is off. That means it is time to go racing. It is Herman Barnum, David Vanden Elsen, going to be taking us to the green flag here for our final race of All Killer No Filler Friday. Green flag is out, and that is Barnum with the whole shot. Got a couple of Vanden Elsens there in the second and third spot. Tiffany Stone jumping in the booth with me. Welcome back, T-Stone.
Welcome. Hello, everybody. It's been a great day of racing so far, Jim.
Definitely been a great day of racing. Right there. Whoa, we got, what was that, 3-4 wide T-Stone?
I think that they decided, hey, I'm coming back in the booth. They're going to make this really, really exciting.
They knew it. Look at that. Vanden Elsen getting around Barnum for the lead there. What do you think about this? 24 Super Buggies, T-Stone.
I love this. And like I was telling you in the beginning, Michael Meister, oh, my goodness.
Oh, just as we say that, we got a couple of them collected there. Looks like that is Raymond Bowers. And I couldn't get the other number. So that's the 15 of Gibbs now leading. Look at that. It's got some new paint for the weekend. Pit Viper sunglasses. Oh, we got 74 out, 59 out. Looks like are we going to potentially stay green flag here?
It looks like it. You see the truck heading out there right now, but that doesn't necessarily.
Oh, we got the yellow flag out.
We spoke a little too soon, Jim.
Jump the gun just a bit. Means we're going to re-rack them, restack them, and we're going to go back green flag racing. Shouldn't be too long, though, because they were able to sort themselves out. Got to ask, T-Stone, you're from Detroit. Kid Rock's from Detroit. You seen him in concert before?
I have seen him in concert before. Detroit Rock City, of course. So I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, I went outside and heard the bands getting ready and all of that. So it looks like it's going to be a great evening, perfect weather. You're looking at 66 degrees right now. So
that's always kind of a crapshoot, too, like with something like that. You bring Kid Rock in, and it's like you would hate for a rain out or something, right? Somehow the racing gods were upon us. Sunny skies. I mean, absolute beautiful weather for an outdoor concert today.
That's true, but you never know. It's a Kid Rock concert, so I think what if it got rainy and got a little muddy out there? I think we might see some mosh pits if it did get rainy.
I think Kid Rock, the show's going to go on one way or another with Kid Rock.
It will.
All right, so like we said before, yellow flag conditions. We're getting this group of Super Buggies, all 24 of them, re-rack, stacked. The number 15 of Trey D. Gibbs, he's going to be taking us to the green flag. He's behind that Yokohama Tire Crandon pace truck.
Is that Richie Kuloff in there? I think it is. We always have to say a big shout out to Richie.
Looks like he is going to be pulling off, and it'll be Gibbs in the number 15, 66 of Vanden Elsen in the second spot. Hester there. Number 2 of Ryan Schwalbe. Barnum dropped back. There's Curran. Number 33 there is in the mix as well. Man, Elliott Watson, big mover early on, jumping up quite a few spots. And don't forget, we had Michael Meister starting at 11th. Always be looking for Meister to charge through the field, too.
I always look for him. He's very methodical in the way, and like we were talking with these short and laps, I wonder how he's going to do the drive style because Michael Meister is just one to be reckoned with, especially in these super buggies.
Yeah, Meister, he's very cerebral in his approach. Like he stalks his prey almost. And I think the way a 10 or 12 lap race plays out, it's perfect. Like you said, with a 6-lapper, he doesn't have that time to lay back and really stalk his prey. It's like it's go time. You got to be on the gas and make it happen. And if anybody can pull it together, it's Meister, though, no doubt.
Exactly, and little known fact, if you actually try to talk to him outside of a race car, he is the nicest, most quietest, calmest guy you'll ever speak to.
Yeah. Totally like Iceman, and it's like the helmet must go on, and it's like...
He just turns into Iron Man.
Yeah. Flips the switch, and he goes racing. So as our pace truck takes us around there, going to be taking us through the gravel pit. So what are you looking forward to this weekend? I mean, what are some of the races? Now, let me ask you this. What are some of your favorite drivers that are coming back that we haven't seen in a while?
I don't know. It's hard for me to say that because I always want to say who my favorite driver is or who I predict to win. And then when I say that and they don't, I usually either have their mother or their wives or their girlfriend coming in, Tiffany, you just jinxed them. You just jinxed them. But I always like watching Ryan Beat. Ryan Beat's always a good guy to come out here. He's out here for Spring Crandon, and he's one that really pushes, and I like his drive style. I like the way he is, and I know he wants to win and dominate here.
Well, former world champion here. You do have to talk about that Pro Light, though, race. You got Christopher Pavarde, who is undefeated in the Midwest right now. He is 6 for 6 so far in the Midwest. So Ryan Beat. They're both teammates there at General Tire. He would like nothing more than to snap that streak. Well, actually, any of the Pro Light drivers would. I mean, you got the Klymans in the mix as well, and that Pro Light field. I mean, we've got almost 20 Pro Lights. Wow.
I'm excited to see the Pro Light one, especially because those guys, they go out there, they drive, and like you're talking about with the Klymans and everything. What's happening with number 98?
It looks like he's got something wedged in the front wheel there.
There's still tons of fans out there, Jim, and like I was talking earlier, as the weekend progresses, as we get a little busier, you are barely going to be able to see any of the green out there in front of the grandstands, right here by turn 1, and then right by that Red Bull arch.
Yeah, by cup time on Sunday, literally, I think you could walk across the heads of everybody.
Is this where we call standing room only?
You could definitely do crowd surfing.
Ooh, Jim, good idea.
Yeah, I will pay money to watch you try and crowd surf here at Crandon.
Jump off the podium, see if people will catch me.
All right, so Trady Gibbs, the number 15, taking us back, green flag racing here. This is Super Buggy. Trady Gibbs, he's been spending some time both in the Midwest out on the West Coast in that number 15. Look at that. I believe that's Hester tucking way in low. Van Elsen now slotting into the second spot. Gibbs, Van Elsen, Hester, 1, 2, 3 here in Super Buggy.
The track is looking immaculate today. It's going to be perfect for the rest of the weekend, too.
Yeah, the sun came out. We're starting to get those nice grooves in here. And right now in a groove is Trady Gibbs hitting his mark. Look at that big gap he's got over the rest of the field already, Tiff.
It does, and it seems like a lot, 2 through 5 have been taking the same lines that he has right over that Ponzi jump, too. A lot of taking that outside. Straight into the gravel pit. It's a little bit different. Obviously, you're seeing a bunch of different cars take different lines, and it seems like Trady Gibbs has that perfect line.
So Hester up and over the legendary lead, trying to hunt down Trady Gibbs, pushing way up on that ledge. I call that a ledge in that tight corner. I don't know if you've been in there, Tip, but that almost like it gets to be like a foot drop off.
That is crazy. And now we're starting to see Michael Meister, like we were talking about, very methodical, just took the inside right there, and he is just driving. And like you said, maybe since he has 6 laps compared to 12, he's really pushing it into high gear right now.
Up past the VIP suites. Right now it is Hester chasing down Trady Gibbs, who's just checked out on the field. I mean, he's going to have a 20 car length lead over Hester right now. But Meister working his way through the field. I don't know what's going on with his rear wheel. Looks like he's got some special paint on the wheel plug or something.
Wow, he is just running down that field just like you're talking, though. Trey Gibbs got a nice clean, pretty much from the start to the finish. It just looks clean. I'm assuming he has all his tear off still.
Yeah, the number 15 out here flying at Crandon. They approach the midway point of this race. Go back to some of the racing action. I mean, it's a short race, and he's already, it looks like he's going to get into lap traffic here shortly. But Gibbs leading, Hester in second. We got Elliott Watson, who is charged through the field, up to third. Michael Meister now in fourth. Schwalbe in the number 2 and fifth. So Trady Gibbs finding some speed. We always knew he was fast. He's putting it all together today. I mean, some of the usual suspects we thought might, threaten for a win. So far, we haven't seen a whole lot of them. Gibbs getting that early clean air tip, and he is just walking away with things.
Yeah, and then we were looking at Elliott Watson, who was in third, but trying to get some information. Unofficially, we think that he has a black flag, so that might move him back and then put Michael Meister up a little bit. Yep, Michael Meister is now in third, about 6 seconds behind Trady Gibbs. And this is exactly what we're talking about. Michael Meister is great on capitalizing on other people's mistakes. He doesn't give up, and he pretty much races all the way to the end because you never know what could possibly happen.
No, and we've seen Michael Meister take the lead, with a corner to go oftentimes and make last lap passes. Always makes it exciting. One you can never count out until the checkered flag actually flies. But right now, this gap that the number 15 of Trady Gibbs has put together, I don't know how anybody's going to overcome this unless it's going to take a big mistake by Gibbs at this point. Trady Gibbs, he's sliding through the gravel pit. Up and over the legendary leap, getting into lap traffic now. Number 13 there, lap traffic. Man, this is really helping out as Trady Gibbs takes the checkered flag. Trady Gibbs going to be victorious here at Crandon. And look at that, Michael Meister going to hang on for second, sneaking his way just like he called it, Tiff.
It might be I've seen Michael Meister race once or twice in my day, but he did it right over that Polaris Razor jump. He took that, came on the inside, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep, Hester taking home the third spot. Great 1-2-3 finish. We'll see Super Buggies back in action later on this weekend. But that is